Christy Carlson Romano, best remembered for her role as Rin Stevens in the beloved Disney Channel series Even Stevens, recently shared a pointed social media post that many interpreted as a subtle dig at her former co-star, Shia LaBeouf. The post came in the immediate aftermath of Shia's arrest in New Orleans during the chaotic festivities of Mardi Gras. Without naming him directly, Christy used a clever combination of lip-syncing video and caption to convey a message of detachment and finality. In the clip she uploaded to Instagram, Christy lip-synced the words, "I'm not involved. You made that very clear." Paired with this, her caption read, "When they ask you about your old co-star, but you've stopped inserting yourself." She added a telling phrase, "I've got bigger fish to fry," implying that she had far more pressing personal matters to attend to than revisiting old connections or commenting on recent headlines. The timing was unmistakable. The post appeared just hours after news broke of Shia's legal troubles, making the subtext hard to ignore. The two actors had shared the screen for 3 seasons on Even Stevens, which ran from 2000 to 2003. Shia played Louis Stevens, the mischievous younger brother to Christy's responsible and often exasperated Ren. The show was a staple of early 2000s Disney programming, blending family-friendly humor with relatable sibling dynamics. Off-screen, however, their relationship was more professional than personal. Christy has previously described them as co-workers rather than close friends, noting that Shia never really opened up to her about his feelings or personal life. In a candid YouTube video from several years ago, Christy reflected on the evolution of their dynamic after the show ended. She admitted to feeling salty about how Shia's career skyrocketed while hers took a different path. After Even Stevens wrapped, Shia transitioned into major feature films, including blockbusters like the Transformers series, earning him widespread fame and critical attention. Meanwhile, Christy chose to pursue higher education and other opportunities, stepping away from the relentless pace of Hollywood stardom. She described an undercurrent of regret over that decision at times, as well as frustration with the ghost of who Shia had been during their shared days versus the superstar he became. Despite any lingering emotions, she emphasized that they were never particularly bonded, and any perceived closeness was more a product of fan imagination than reality. Shia's recent arrest stemmed from an altercation during Mardi Gras celebrations. Reports described him as becoming belligerent after a night of heavy drinking and bar hopping. Witnesses claimed he was shirtless at one point, lacked cash, and engaged in disruptive behavior that escalated into a physical confrontation. He faced charges of simple battery and spent time in custody at a local prison before being released. True to his unpredictable public persona, Shia reportedly continued partying afterward and even playfully mocked the incident by dancing with his jail paperwork clenched in his mouth. Additional context included his quiet separation from wife Mia Goth, with whom he shares a young daughter. The couple had married in 2016 but parted ways nearly a year prior to the arrest. Christy's post, while indirect, resonated with those familiar with their history. It suggested she had long since moved on from any lingering ties or expectations related to Shia. Her reference to having bigger fish to fry carried extra weight given her recent personal challenges, including a positive result from a cancer screening test that she tearfully shared in another update. That health scare, combined with a previous life-threatening shooting accident, has shifted her priorities toward her own well-being and family. The shade toward Shia felt like a quiet assertion of boundaries. She's no longer interested in addressing or being associated with his ongoing controversies. This incident underscores the complexities of childhood co-star relationships in Hollywood. Shows like Even Stevens create an illusion of closeness, but the reality is often more transactional. As careers diverge, resentments or indifference can build, especially when one person's trajectory soars while the other's takes a steadier course. Christy's willingness to address past feelings openly in the past, and now to subtly distance herself in the present, paints a picture of someone who has processed those emotions and chosen self-preservation over nostalgia. Fans of the show may feel a pang of disappointment seeing former on-screen siblings at odds in real life, but Christy's message is clear. She's focused on her own path forward. Whether through acting, personal growth, or dealing with health matters, she's not looking back. The post serves as a reminder that not all childhood collaborations translate into lifelong friendships, and sometimes the healthiest response is polite disengagement. In an era where celebrities are constantly scrutinized, Christy's measured, indirect approach allows her to comment without escalating drama, preserving her dignity while making her point.